Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you 5 easy ways to stop endless scrolling. Say goodbye to page turning. You know, sometimes it feels like social media is more of a hassle than a joy. When you're constantly hanging out there, it can be exhausting, scatter your focus, and distract you from the things that really matter. So, taking a break every now and then, and giving yourself a little digital detox doesn't hurt. Let me briefly explain how you can do this in just 5 ways. Method 1. Clean up your feed. If you notice an old acquaintance suddenly got into something you're not interested in, like pottery, and started filling your feed with photos of various pots, or if a group you followed for your interest in motorcycles suddenly changed owners and now only posts ads, it's time for a change. Unfollow what you don't like and make room for new and interesting content. Your feed is your space, and you have the right to control what appears in it. And when you do unsubscribe, you'll notice how much cleaner and more interesting your feed becomes. You'll only see what you truly enjoy. It's like spring cleaning, but for your digital space. And remember, you can always change your mind and resubscribe if you want. Method 2. Turn off notifications. If you don't want to remove someone from your subscriptions or unfollow a group that might be useful in the future, you can simply turn off notifications from that account. Most social networks have a feature that allows you to hide updates from a specific account while keeping it in your subscriptions. This way, you can maintain good relationships because your friend or acquaintance won't even know that you've decided to temporarily stop seeing their posts. It's a convenient way to control what appears in your feed without damaging relationships with people. And so, when you mute unnecessary updates, your feed will become more organized. You'll be able to focus on what's really important to you. It's like creating your own little oasis in the endless desert of the internet. And always remember, you're in control. You decide what to see and what not to see. Method 3. Consolidate your conversations in 1 or 2 places. Social networks are not just a place to browse news, but also to communicate with friends, family, and colleagues. If you have conversations across a multitude of platforms, checking all messages can take a lot of time, even if no one has written to you. Try to agree with those you communicate with about where exactly they should look for you, and move all conversations to 1 or 2 platforms. This will allow you to check other sites less often without fear of missing an important message. Thus, centralizing communication will help you save time and energy. You will no longer feel overwhelmed by the need to check multiple platforms. It will simplify your digital life and allow you to better control your time. And remember, communication should bring joy, not become a burden. Centralizing your correspondence is a step towards a more conscious and happy use of social networks. Method 4. Clear your screen of unnecessary icons. You know how it is. You pick up your phone to check the weather forecast, and then your eye catches a social network icon, and before you know it, you've been digging through it for 2 hours. To avoid this, simply remove the social network icons from the main screen. You can move them to a separate folder or to a far screen. This way, they won't constantly tempt you, and you'll be able to more easily wean yourself off the habit of constantly refreshing your feed. By removing unnecessary icons, you'll reduce the temptation to dive into social networks every time you pick up your phone. It will help you focus on more important things. You'll be less distracted and achieve more. And in the end, you'll feel that you have more time for life, not just for the screen. Method 5. Give yourself a break. Forming a new habit is always a challenge, but it's a crucial step in any endeavor. Try setting aside those apps that take up most of your time for a couple of weeks. To make it easier, imagine you've gone on a hike where there's no connection. Or, better yet, actually go somewhere with family or friends, like to the mountains, and spend time there without internet access. Likely, A break from the constant stream of information will help you reset, and you'll find that constantly refreshing your feed doesn't seem so essential anymore. And when you give yourself this break, you'll be able to appreciate how much time frees up for other things. You'll start to value the real world more than the virtual one. This time will help you realize that life without a constant presence on social networks is possible and even enjoyable. And perhaps you'll discover new hobbies that replace the time spent online. Most importantly, remember real life. The world inside your phone might be colorful, but don't let yourself forget what it's like to be connected 24/7. If you're always glued to the screen and can't stop, that's not life. It's a parody of it. And then, when you disconnect from all this digital noise, you'll feel your mind lighten. You'll start to notice the little things around you that previously escaped your attention. And most importantly, you'll have time for yourself, to engage in what truly brings pleasure and benefit. Live in the present. Thank you for watching.